And welcome back to the Friday edition of Beer Bros. Bring a friend Friday.
Bring your friend Friday.
Bring a friend Friday.
Bring your friend Friday.
So this week we've had Upslope Brewing Company from Boulder, Colorado, and we first tried on Monday the India Pale Ale, which you gave a bitter beer phrase to, but I thought it was not so bad. And then we had the Pale Ale, just the regular traditional Pale Ale, on Wednesday, which was pretty delicious.
It was pretty good. I've had more since.
I see that since Wednesday, right?
Am I wearing the same shirt on Wednesday?
Yes, it's okay.
Yes. Okay.
So with Monday and Wednesday comes Friday, right? That's how it works. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's how it works.
Bring your friend Friday.
Yes. We have Upslope Brown Ale.
Dog fur on
I don't know what you're talking about. Builds character. So, with this, and ingredients have snow malt, English hops, American yeast, and brown sugar.
So that ingredient list is totally different from the two pale ales.
Not totally different. Still, snow melt and malt.
It also,
English hops and American yeast.
English hops, American yeast, and brown sugar. So
yeah, so it's different, yes, and it's
same,
but different. 6.7% alcohol.
I thought that said 8.
Yeah,
that's get excited.
So with that, can I get your glass, please? Oh yeah. So brown ale. What color do you think brown ale is going to be?
Probably some shade of
brown. Oh, I'm spelling. There we go. That's a deep brown. Kind of looks like a good English brown ale.
Looks like soda.
Why don't you give it a smell for us?
It smells like coffee.
Does it? Well, coffee is a.
Well, my coffee has a lot of sugar.
Oh wow! You're not wrong.
Yeah, my coffee has more sugar in it than the normal person's coffee.
That is interesting. So I did get a kind of like a sugary coffee smell.
Roasted. Malty, aromatic.
Well, what they do is they roast the malts so that kind of gives sometimes it's a chocolate taste and sometimes a coffee taste, and that's how you get that.
Yeah.
Keith taught me that. Keith, I want you to look up the episode and link it right here. No, you're not going to look up that episode. You're just going to put a big thing that says no. So,
no.
So this is Upslope Brewing Company out of Boulder. That's their brown ale. So we've given it a smell. It's kind of a roasted coffee kind of smell to it, and a little bit of brown sugar mixed in there a little bit. Let's give it a clinky, drinky, and cheers. She doesn't like the clinky.
Mm-hmm. I'm a special individual.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I do taste kind of a coffee taste in there for me.
Yeah, it's fuller bodied than the pale ale. I'm not even going to mention the IPA because I didn't really have enough to be able to comment on it, but it's like a fuller body than the pale ale.
Yeah,
a little bit richer flavor.
I would agree with all of those. It is fuller. It's not as heavy as some brown ales I've had before, but it's nowhere near a stout or anything like that. But it is heavier than the other two. Kind of in between, medium bodied. It is full bodied from full flavor, but the heaviness of it. I mean, you've had some stouts before. It's not a stout.
No,
but
it's not a good drink fast and get drunk fast beer.
No, this is a delicious one. You can enjoy it throughout your meal. You don't have to sip it and nurse it all night. But you wouldn't want to chug this at all.
You can nurse it over half an hour.
Yeah, this is a very delicious beer to me. Mm-hmm. It kind of makes me think of something that's going to happen later on. But with that, what did you think of it overall?
No. No. I like the other two.
You like both the other two? So with that, we're going to have Christy's Beer of the Week the first time. Which one are you going to choose? Wrong. No, just go ahead.
It can be wrong for Chris's Beer of the Week.
Well, did you appreciate the last one?
I do. I'm trying to decide between these two.
Why you decide that? I'm going to talk a little more about it.
I'm going to decide that one.
There's a little bit of the brown sugar in there. There's not as much as I was expecting. It kind of coffee taste comes out, but it's not as heavy of a coffee. It's weird. It's kind of like you got the stout coffee porters or stouts and porters that have the heavy coffee in it that have the heavy coffee flavor aroma. And this one has a flavor aroma, but it's not as heavy. It's
also not as bitter, so I like that part over this one because this one's still a little bit more bitter.
But I would say this is one of those beers that if you got like a friend who's just starting craft beer drinking, and they think that they want to go into stouts or porters, or maybe they're too scared, and
it's a gateway beer.
It's a gateway beer. It is a gateway beer to those coffee style porters and stouts, I would say. It was a very delicious beer for me.
I'm gonna have to say that the Christy's beer of the week is the pale ale.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is very interesting. So, Christy's beer of the week. It's already gone by. Oh, or still shiny, if you want to know. So with that, I think that's very interesting. You know what? I'll agree with you that pale ale was very delicious. Actually, no. Man, they're both very good in their own right.
You should try them like I did and sip them both at the same time.
At the same time, and just go and see which one comes out first.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's how I decided.
That's a delicious pale ale. It's very crisp and smooth. Best to be drinking cold, very cold. Whereas the brown ale,
Still cold.
it's still cold, but it might be better if it's below room temperature, but not ice cold. They're very good in their own respect. So I wish I didn't have to choose.
You also haven't talked about the IPA at all.
Well, I'll tell you what, for an IPA, because it's not one of our favorite brews on Beer Bros, it is still very delicious and one of the better IPAs I've had. It has more of the malt in there, less of the hops as you would expect for an IPA, so it is delicious in its own right. That being said, I think I'm still going to have to go with the brown ale as Chris's beer of the week, but this pale ale is right behind it, but for different reasons. So, Same, but different.
But still same.
With that, we appreciate you joining us here on Beer Bros. Join us next week when we eat a cow.
What part of the cow?
Any kind, because that's all good. So thank you for joining us on. I'm going to do that again. Thank you for joining us on Beer Bros. Like, comment, subscribe down below. Join us next week, and Beer Bros out. Thank you for joining me on that. Keith is like, you just.
I love the explosion.
Yeah, that's right. Ours are like big grand things, and his is.
It's a dud.
It is a dud.